All right, this is so cool. The St. Petersburg Opera Company is introducing new generations to opera in a colorful, fun-filled retelling of, get this, Pinocchio. Today, I'm joined by opera singer. We have Taylor Alexis DuPont, who plays the title role, along with Maestro Mark Sforzini. Good morning.
It's great to be here today. Good morning.
I have never heard of anything being done like this, and you are literally bringing in busloads of kids, of third graders, to see this as well. It is going to be open for the public too, but how did this come to be?
This is a 55-minute opera. It's a retelling of the Pinocchio story, set to famous opera songs written by past composers like Mozart and Verdi. And we're doing 7 performances. 4 of them are just for third graders that are getting bussed in. It's a collaboration with the Pinellas County school system.
Wow. So how long have you been singing opera? When were you introduced to opera?
I was introduced to opera pretty late, after high school actually. I got into it in college, and fell in love with it immediately. So I love doing things like this with outreach to get the kids in, because I never got to see an opera till I was in college.
And imagine if you would have started then when you were in third grade.
Exactly.
She's fantastic, by the way. You're going to hear in just a moment.
She just got back from New York City, where she has been singing in the Metropolitan Opera's production of Porgy and Bess.
Wow,
so that's very exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here, though, you actually play the role of Pinocchio.
I do. I get to play a pants role.
A pants role, which I'm just learning, which explain.
So in opera, the characters that are little boys, their voices have not dropped yet.
Okay.
So they are often played by a young woman. So they dress up as a boy, but they sing the part of the boy because the voice is higher. And
so how closely does it follow along? If I'm just thinking as a third grader here, you know, if they've seen the movie of Pinocchio, are they going to be able to follow right along?
Well, we went into the schools 2 weeks ago and prepared the third graders. We did a prep session and we actually explained to them what a pants or trouser role is.
Okay.
So they're prepared for that.
Yeah. Talk about kind of the experience it is from your perspective and being able to play this role.
It's just so much fun, because I just love, as a mezzo, I'm used to playing pants roles, but particularly Pinocchio, just because it's so fun to have an opportunity to teach children and to sing and to make them laugh and to help them learn and to ask them to know about the truth, which is so important, I think, in the show for Pinocchio.
That is the moral of the story, that it's always best to tell the truth.
Yes, it is. Talk a little bit about the performance we're about to hear as well, because it's actually not from Pinocchio, but it's somewhat similar. Explain.
That's correct. Well, it's from Richard Strauss's Ariadne auf Naxos, which is an opera about a woman who's stranded on a rock waiting for her boyfriend that never comes.
That sounds like an opera.
Yes. But Taylor will be singing the role of the composer, which is another pants role. The composer is a sort of adolescent boy in the opera, and this is sort of a happy, excited aria because the composer thought that his opera was going to have to be cut from the entertainment that evening in the opera, but he just found out that it is going to go on and be performed after all. So he sings "Sein wir wieder gut," we are good again. Yes, we are all good again. And
well, let's put the details up of where everyone can come out and see Pinocchio again. Beautiful, beautiful voice. So we'll let you walk over and do that. But if people want to get tickets, explain where this is at.
So it's at our home in St. Petersburg near the Grand Central District. We call the building Opera Central, 2145 First Avenue South, and we have a 225-seat performing space there, and it's fully staged with set, and we have an orchestra of 7 players that are going to accompany the fabulous cast.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your time this morning. We know it's going to be a good time there as well.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Seien wir wieder gut, ich sehe jetzt alles mit anderen Augen, die Tiefen des Da, seid unermesslich, mein lieber Freund, es gibt manches auf der Welt, das lässt sich nicht sagen. Die Dichter unterlegen ja recht gute Worte.